Hey guys, it's Phil with Phil's Lawn Care. Thank you so much for tuning in. In this week's video, we were able to help out another homeowner in need. When I first saw this property, it was completely overgrown. It was truly the worst looking property on the entire block. And so I knocked on the door and the homeowner answered. I explained my mission. We go around and help people with free lawn makeovers for those who are truly in need, and said, you have been luckily chosen. We both laughed. He honestly thought it was a joke. And I'm like, no, I'm serious. Look, this is my channel. It's my YouTube. We got people watching, tuning in. People love what I do, and I'm here to help you. And there's absolutely no catch at all. He actually told me this is perfect timing because all of his mowers don't work. He's got push mowers that he's trying to repair. He's also trying to get a riding lawn mower. This whole year has been a really hard time for him to upkeep with this property. And clearly through these drone shots, you can see that there was a ton of work he's incapable of doing. And with such a large, vast property, even after we finished the makeover, there was still a lot of work to do. We were able to get as much done as possible, and we definitely put a huge smile on his face and burdens lifted off of his shoulders. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys stay tuned to the end for the amazing before and after pictures. There are a ton of them. Always smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, share this video with all of your friends and family, or just people in general that like satisfying lawn makeover videos. And don't forget to comment down below. I read all of the comments and try to answer as many questions as possible. So again, thank you so much. Take care. God bless you. Let's begin working.
When I was going to walk back, I stepped on myself. I'm broken. Definitely no reason for them to be here. A broken one? Yeah, I could probably feel them.
All right, we are on our home stretch. I got Max right now on the mower. He's mulching, and we're just trying to break up as much of the grass, chop it up into really fine particles, and then we'll go ahead and bag it. I went ahead Those little electric dirt bikes, pretty cool. I went ahead and cleaned up the fence line, and we ran out of batteries. But I got the front done. I had a little bit of the side left, but I wasn't able to get to it, so I got to do everything by hand. There's still a little bit here and there that we got to pull out, but we're trying to have a really nice clean fence line, and that means we have to blow the sidewalk again. So we're both masked up, taking our health seriously because we don't want to be breathing in any of this dirt. We're trying our best to wear our masks at all times. And we also need to blow out all of these leaves back into the lawn, and that's what I'm going to do right now because Max is almost to the point where he's going to be mowing in that area. So let's go ahead and do that. By the way, I do have my truck running and batteries are charging, so and just like that, we are finished up at this property. We got everything that we had planned done, that we talked about with the homeowner, and he has a lot more things that need to be done. He's got a lot of junk that needs to be either sold or hauled away to the dump. I don't know. He's got a ton of big piles of wood that need to be filtered through and disposed of. We unfortunately do not have any equipment or dump trailers or anything like that to haul away all the wood, but maybe, just maybe, that's a piece of equipment that we might be looking into for the future, so we could tackle you know, jobs where we have to lift large logs and stuff like that. That would be awesome. But we got just about everything cleaned up. We cleaned up the sidewalk and got a lot of drone shots. I hope you guys enjoyed those. Kind of feel bad for this pond. It needs some extensive work. I mean, that's ugh. Yeah, that needs a lot of help. And look how green it is. It's inactive, obviously. By the way, should I mention, this was a 6-hour job, and all we basically did was trim and mow and blow. That's all we did. It took us 6 hours. It might have not looked overgrown on camera, but it was overgrown. We had to mulch it like 2 or 3 times before we bagged it all. Hope you guys, again, enjoyed that one. Take care. God bless you. Let us know how we did in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this work and this is your first time and you aren't subscribed, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It really does help us out. Continues to help us go and provide these free makeovers to people in need. And again, you guys are our #1 supporters, so we do appreciate each and every one of you. So take care. God bless you. We'll see you on the next one, and enjoy these before and after pictures.